Well, welcome to this first episode of the Aviation Business Podcast that we're recording both from an audio perspective and video. And so this is a special episode. Most of my listeners are in the aviation business, but not everyone, because we do a lot of leadership topics. But we're going to take advantage of today to do an update on the aviation insurance marketplace. And for those of you who are in aviation, it's no secret that insurance rates have been going up the last couple of years. Underwriting's gotten more strict, training requirements have gotten more strict. And so people are kind of wanting to know where we at. And so I would refer you back to our original episode back in June of 2019. I believe that was episode 54, give or take, where we talked really about the things that were going on. And I think there's an article on the blog page at aerisinsurance.com. That's AERIS insurance.com that kind of gave the initial reasons that we're in a hard market. For instance, decreasing rates from 2006 to 2018, while we had increasing cost of claims, increasing litigation awards, increasing reinsurance costs, all kinds of things that contributed to not having enough capital to pay the claims and have proper reserves that are required by insurance companies. So rates have been coming up, again, for a number of reasons since 2018. Underwriting's gotten strict, and training requirements have gotten strict as well. So what's going on in 2021? And there's really two issues that have come up that are probably affecting the market the most right now. Number one, I believe rates are kind of where insurance companies want them to be overall. However, 2020 had two major problems that have kind of impacted the industry and ultimately the capitalization, having the proper financial reserves in the aviation insurance marketplace. One of those is COVID-19. So how did that affect aviation insurance? And the main way, among others, is that there were thousands of airlines sitting on the ground, and airlines make up a large chunk of the premium for the worldwide aviation insurance market. So there's a lot of premium dollars that were expected to help pay for current claims and ongoing and future claims. That premium revenue is not going to be realized because aircraft are sitting on the ground, not going anywhere. So COVID has impacted the aviation insurance market because there's not as much premium as was expected prior to COVID. So that is the COVID, the major impact that's having. It's going to have somewhat of an ongoing impact. But other than that, that's the primary impact. The other was the Boeing 737 MAX. As most of you know, the 737 MAX had two major issues, crashes, one with Lion Air and one with Ethiopian Air that led to the complete total loss of those holes, and then obviously several hundred lives lost. And then the subsequent grounding, meaning that because of those losses, because of directives of federal for the United States, the FAA, and then the equivalents across the world grounded the aircraft until things could be reviewed. So all these airlines owned aircraft they couldn't use. So they went to Boeing and said, hey, you owe us money for us, not being able to use our aircraft. And so there was a big grounding claim. So those three things combined, the grounding claims, the Lion Air and Ethiopia crashes, the reserves for those losses have now gone over $2 billion. And the estimated worldwide aviation insurance premiums per year is just a little over $2 billion. So pretty much a full year of market capitalization wiped out in 1 year. So those things have gone to basically another year where we're going to have some more increases, some continued tightening of the underwriting market. It's going to take some time for the aviation insurance market to recapitalize the way it wants to. And a lot of that is the reinsurance rates. The insurance companies purchase reinsurance to be able to write the limits and values needed to write aviation risks. We've got expensive hull values and we've got high liability limits. And so insurance companies need other insurance companies to spread the risk. And those rates have gone up, and they've got to pass those. The insurance companies have to pass off some of those increased reinsurance costs to the insurance buyer in order to continue sustainable operations. But again, it's about having the proper capitalization of the insurance market. So really, there's a lot more that goes into that. With reinsurance, everything else that happens in the risk and loss business impacts aviation insurance, like the wildfires, like the hurricanes, which have not been good lately. There's been a lot of losses in other sectors, and because of reinsurance, that affects aviation. So hopefully, though, with rates getting to where they need to be, and this one more year of recovery for the lack of capitalization given these other factors, hopefully the market, barring any other major issues, will start leveling off soon, and we will see a little bit more stability in the market until eventually one of these days other insurance companies are going to decide that the rates are where they want to be, and they want to come in, and the market will one day go down. It always goes up. It always comes down, kind of like an airplane on a good day. So that is the updated aviation insurance state of the market. Again, I'll reference the website, aerisinsurance.com, AERIS insurance.com. You'll find the previous update we'd provided, also via both podcast and via blog. And that's just kind of a quick update. People want to know how COVID's affected things, what else is affecting the market, and when will this market ever level off. That's the brief update of it. So until next time, keep your wheels up and your attitude high.
Thanks for listening to the Aviation Business Podcast. If you found this episode of value, please share with someone who could benefit from its content. You can stay up to date by subscribing in iTunes or your podcast player of choice. This episode is brought to you by Aeris Insurance Solutions, your flight plan for navigating the turbulence in aviation insurance. To find out more, go to aerisinsurance.com. That's AERIS insurance.com.